Alright, just going to delve into the feedback on the first assessment. Part A, I got really good feedback on. I was really glad to see that reflected there because I felt like I researched it and did know the topic quite well, so it was good to see some nice feedback there. Part B, do want to delve into a little bit more. I love the way that like a whole paragraph of my work was summarized into like one sort of sentence about F to 10 being a focus on self, and then VCE being like a focus on issues bigger than self. I like rambled on good things, but like outward factors like the community, how that's affected by health, and like socioeconomic factors and other things. And essentially, these are just issues that are bigger than self. So I really liked that way that was summarized. And I really liked the suggestion of external marking within F to 10, because obviously we all know VCE is externally marked through the examination. And at first I would almost want to say, yeah, well, it doesn't matter about F to 10 being externally marked, because at the end of the day, the score that everyone cares about is the VCE score, and that's externally marked, so who cares? But then when I thought about it after the suggestion, I realised for my own self, I think that would have been helpful. So I had an English teacher from year 7 to year 12, and she marked me terribly, and I thought I just sucked at English, and I was happy to admit that. She told me basically I sucked at English, and then by the time I got to year 12, I got the third highest score in the class. Therefore, maybe I didn't suck at English. So if I had someone externally like cross-marking my work from another school, maybe that would have changed my teacher's opinion of how she read my pieces, and maybe it would have helped me realize, maybe I'm not the worst at English. So I definitely think that's actually really good to consider, even though people don't care about the end scores of those years as such. Not really sure what you're referring to with what the spotlight means. Maybe you want me to be a bit more individual in my ideas, and rather than regurgitating facts. So I hope I've done that just now. Now, reflecting on justifying why I picked this topic overview. I actually chose health and nutrition because, first of all, I do find it sort of less dry than the other subject content. That's just personally. And I find it really practical. We eat 3 times a day. We think about it at least 3 times a day, you would think. So, yeah, I like how practical this is. And I've had a lot of people close to me that have eating disorders, so I'm quite aware of the importance of eating healthy, or essentially having a healthy relationship with food. So I made my outcomes to meet the key knowledge dots, but to make them really thorough, because I wanted students to really understand all of the content, so that they were really aware of all of the aspects and consequences of nutritional imbalance. I wanted to make sure they knew all the different food groups and everything, just so they had this really broad amount of knowledge to make decisions wisely in their own life. So that's exactly why I chose for the assessment to be a case study, because I want the kids to be thinking about this for themselves. They have all this knowledge, but why is it important? Because it affects our lives. So a case study would help them realize that these decisions are made and affect the way we can be healthy or not healthy. So a case study maybe would help them think, wow, if this is the consequence of unhealthy eating or an unhealthy relationship with food, this is what can happen. I don't want that to happen. How can we change it? So I was hoping it would get them on a more personal level, not like guilting them, but just making them realize how real it is. So I wanted their knowledge to be converted into a practical experience. And I think that's very important for health and nutrition, because it's vital for healthy living, and I'm really passionate about that. So I would hope that this overview would be really engaging.